One of the biggest illusion people have about changing career is that waiting is a good idea. And I have personally lived this. I was working as a registered nurse. I had a stable career. And from the outside, it looked like I had it all figured out. But there was a part of me deep inside that knew I was moving away from the life that I wanted to live every single day, that I was not making a change. And just that was really painful. And that is part of the invisible cost of waiting. I want to tell you more about that cost and what you can do to finally make that step forward. Because I know that in your head, you're like, it's not the right moment. I've been there. I know exactly what's going through your head. And this is exactly what I wish somebody had told me so I would have made the step much earlier. Hi, everybody. My name is Gabriella, and I am a nurse, psychotherapist, life coach, and a perfectionist in remission. And if you're one, or you're deciding today that you want to be, come with me on this journey so we can all learn together. One illusion that we have is that waiting costs nothing. That actually isn't true. But our brain are telling ourselves that if we wait, we're protecting ourselves. But we're really avoiding taking the risk. I'll give you some examples. So I'll go back to school when life is less busy, or I will start my business once I feel like I've completed everything I needed to do in my career. I'll change, I'll move to a different country when I have a partner. Waiting is not neutral. Waiting means that something's happening. You're actually waiting. That's the thing that's happening. And that's delaying a bunch of other stuff. So here's the hidden cost. You're losing time, and time is one of your most valuable assets. Time that's happening right now, we cannot get in 6 months. And in 6 months, you will still arrive somewhere. But the question is where? And while you're waiting for that, you are losing learning opportunities. If you don't take that step today, you will pass on multiple opportunities to learn and to grow from it. And a lot of people wait for certainty before they start something. But the truth is that certainty usually comes after you're taking the action. So I'll give you an example of me. When I knew I wanted to change careers, but I did not know what I wanted to do exactly. All I know is that I was very unhappy and I needed to make a change because the pain of staying in my situation was harder than trying to do something different. So I got some learning opportunities. I did a multiple of jobs before finding where I am today. So crazy things. I became a phlebotomist, and then I was a translator, and then I was a social media manager, and then I became a psychotherapist and a life coach. So I've been through a vast array of things. I didn't know what I wanted to do, but if you don't try, you'll never know. And so if you don't start today, you're passing on the time. All of the time that you could have spent trying new things is time that is lost. And then what's happening after that is that you're losing the momentum. And if you're staying stuck, you have absolutely no momentum. I'll give you an example. If you're thinking about you want to move a car, if the car isn't moving, it's really hard for it to take a different direction, right? What you need to do is to start by pushing the car. Once you push the car and it has gained momentum, then it's much easier to move the car around. The same thing for you. If you're not moving, how do you think you're going to be able to shift gears? You first have to be moving, and then you're going to be able to shift gear and try something else. So you don't want to wait because you don't want to lose that momentum. And you have that voice that keeps saying into your head, I'm not happy. I want change. Listen to that. It's there for a reason. Another reason why you don't want to be losing momentum is that actions create evidence. Evidence create confidence. And confidence rarely comes first. Ask people around you, how did they become confident? Most of them will tell you, at least for me, I started doing things. I started to prove myself that it was possible. And you can do that starting today. And the last part is that the more that you're not taking that step, the more that you're diluting the person that you are, the more that you're repressing your real identity, the person that you want to be. And You can easily become disconnected when this happens. When you repress it so much, sometimes you just don't feel it anymore or you become numb like me. I became so numb to life because I was truly unhappy. When I did feel that spark, when I felt that inspiration, I took it. I hold on to it. And I was like, this is my momentum and I don't want to leave it. And so this is how I took that first step. I did not want to become numb. I wanted to have some momentum, although I didn't know where I was going. And I know that the more time I would spend by being stuck, the longer it would take me to get to where I wanted to go. So I first needed to get unstuck and I needed to start moving. So now that you understand what's the hidden cost of waiting, here's that one question you can ask yourself so that you can start moving every day. Super simple, okay? The question is, who am I actually becoming? Not who do I want to become? We're talking in the present because this is happening right now. Who am I becoming? Think about that person. How does she drink? How does she eat? How does she wake up every day? How does she stay motivated? And one exercise that my coach had me do was called the ideal day exercise. Basically, this exercise is you write one page of your future self that you want to be, and you write all of the details that you can think of on an everyday day. You say, I wake up in the morning, my dog is next to me, there's plenty of natural light. This is what I do, this is how I feel, this is what I see, this is what I smell. Like the more precise you can get, the better it will be because now you have something that you can look forward to. You can compare where you want to be, where you're now, and then that's much easier for you to actually make the changes that you need to make because you know where you're going. So the ideal day exercise, I'll link a sheet that you can download below so you can start doing that exercise for yourself. I'll give you some prompt at the same time. That really helped me. So I hope it will help you too. It was the first thing in all the self-development that I've done. This was the first thing that I had to do. And then I shared it with other people around me that had similar dreams, and that really helped me. This was just a really short video to tell you what's the hidden cost of waiting and why you should make the changes today. And the reason why is because you can. If you had 5 minutes to watch this video, it means that you had 5 minutes to take that next step. Now that you've got this motivation, this energy, this inspiration inside of you, use it. Use it for something. Watching videos is good, but what do you do with it afterward? It's like in therapy. You can go to therapy and do the work, but the most important part is how you're taking what you're learning in therapy and applying it to the real world. When I work with a client, I always say 40% of the work is in therapy and 60% of the work is how you're actually applying this into the world. So do the same thing with this video. How can you apply these concepts into your life? And you'll see that changes will start to happen. And when they start to happen, come back to this video and tell me why it helped you to stop waiting. And so we can create a community of people that wants to change, that wants to live a life that's more authentic to them and not to other people around you. So if you've stayed until the end, thank you so much. I really appreciate you. And if you want more videos like this, give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel so I know that this is actually helping people. And I will see you in the next video.